Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Another run with Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left. It's a second down run with Sanders. Able to slip it by. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. In motion, the tight end. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get that to Fournette complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Steelers at 2-11 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 3. They'll find Bateman once more. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
touchdown carry for Harris. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rashad Bateman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have moved out in front. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 4. In motion goes the tight end. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving. Back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 23 yards on the play. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So call off the pick-6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jelani Woods from 17 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some great calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ready, break.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Defense, one stop. 69 here. 69 here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Come on, come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Up the middle they go with Sanders. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, it's Rodgers. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 118 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Smith, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
from 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On first down, Hurts, quick slant to Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Oh, the sneak gets Hurts.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Grant Calcaterra
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 1. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with Sanders, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to throw again. He finds Bateman over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Sanders.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
What are you guys doing?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He'll look to throw. Room here to run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turn. Instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The tight end in motion right. Now a carry for Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Philadelphia, they finally get that elusive second win as the record moves to 2-12. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.